Nothing in this recording is intended as investment advice, and the people in this recording may hold positions in the companies they talk about. Do not make any investment based solely on a tip or recommendation. Please do your own research.
Hello and welcome to Zak's Traders Cafe. Today I'm joined by Bernard Olivier, who's CEO at URA Holdings. How are you today, Bernard?
Good morning, Zak.
I think the last time I spoke to you, you're busy sort of plucking emeralds out of the ground. Where are we now in terms of URA?
Zak, well, the Gravelotte mine is up and running. We keep on improving it, and emeralds are coming out. We've exported 45,000 carats to Thailand, which is the global hub of colored gemstone trading. And we continue to build on our stockpile of material in preparation for our first trial sale.
I mean, obviously, Gravelotte was supposed to be, or is supposed to be, one of the biggest emerald mines in the world. Has it met your expectations?
We are on track. We've always said we're going to start small and build it up. And rather than doing large extended plant constructions and having to do debt financing and so forth, that we want to do it in a modular fashion. And that is exactly what is happening. We are up and running, we are producing, and we are building up a stockpile, and we will continue to expand our production from future revenue. So, everything is falling into place as we wanted it to be.
Yeah, and I'm just asking you, reiterating my question in the sense that it was obviously a big build-up to production earlier this year, and now that it's going, obviously that is quite some achievement.
Absolutely, and we achieved our production within budget and in the timeline that we set out, and now we are producing and are optimizing, ramping up, and we've got plans for the further expansion of the mine and the plant. So, Zak, the frustrating thing is that when things are actually going according to plan, it's just not reflected in the share price.
Yeah, I mean, does it surprise you that I sort of noted it the other day that the share price is basically the same as it was before you started production?
No, it's really surprising when considering what we've achieved on a very small budget without having, as I said, do any sort of debt financing. Operationally, we are extremely pleased, and it's really frustrating when that's not reflected in the market.
I mean, obviously, you're compared to many other mining groups. You've basically been plug and play, haven't you?
Yes, and also with Gravelotte in operation, we managed to also acquire another small emerald mining operation in Australia, which we are currently getting ready for going to production.
Right, okay, and obviously, when you have production, you also have the potential to sell some of the product. What is the latest news there?
Yes, so we were hoping to be incorporating our first trial sale, as we mentioned, a very small trial sale component as part of a very large auction that is done by Bonas Group. Now, Bonas is the world's biggest auction and tender house for diamonds and color gemstones. And Bonas has a pre-existing auction tender that is starting next week. And we were hoping to be able to slot in there, but it was a very tight timeline for us to be being able to get our material across. And unfortunately, due to a delay with the export, we just missed the deadline for that trial sale with the pre-existing Bonas auction. And by the way, we would have been a very, very small component of that auction, which is predominantly some of the world's biggest emerald miners. We would have probably been 0.01% of the auction in terms of value, but we wanted to, sort of get the ball rolling. But that doesn't in any way mean that, things are not going according to plan. We just were hoping to be able to slot in with that. But what we are doing is building up the stockpile in preparation for our first trial sale, and it will be scheduled relatively soon, hopefully as soon as we can slot in with the next emerald auction.
I mean, is there any particular rush to be selling your emeralds, or is it, I mean, it was just a target that you had in mind?
It was just an opportunistic a sort of opportunity that came to us, where Bonner said, if we wanted to do a small trial sale, they can assist us with this, pre-existing auction. But it wasn't in any way that we needed to be part of it, or that in terms of our revenue that we were required to be there. We were basically just trying to slot in if possible, but unfortunately, as I said, there was a delay with the export and we just missed the deadline.
So in terms of going forward, is it more of basically ramping up production at Gravelotte? Is that the main focus?
Yes, ramping up production, obviously building our stockpile for our first sale as well. And there's a few changes that we are making that is ramping up production, both on the mining side and also on the processing side.
Well, we look forward to further news in the meantime. Bernard Olivier, CEO at URA Holdings, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, Zak.